This is the famous Plexaderm. Now, it's funny, I was coming to the studio and I looked up at our, we have monitors all over the place, and I was prepping to come on the air and I looked up and I said, oh, I knew the before and afters because they're so amazing, right? You're gonna see great before and afters, right? And I went, oh my goodness, Plexaderm is finally back. It has been almost a year since we've had it on the air. Now, when we had it on the air most recently, which is about a year ago, you would get 2 pump bottles, about the same price. Tonight, it's a brand new style, which I think is so much more convenient. I think it's wonderful because you can travel with it because you want to use it all the time. And you get 50% more at basically the same price we did the original 2-bottle pump. So you're getting 50% more product in a brand new application system. And it's a 2-month supply called Rapid Reduction Wrinkle Serum. Now, we're not just talking about under the eye area and puff. We're talking about crow's feet, 11 lines, your forehead area, all the places we're thinking about going, maybe getting some needles and some shots and some other stuff. This is gonna be able to replace it. And the transformation is shocking. Even, I don't care, I could sell this product 20,000 times, and I watch these videos, these time-lapse 10-minute videos, and look at that before and look at the after. It looks like years have just been swept away off of their appearance. This one with the really, really big bags under the eyes, after 8 minutes, look at the dramatic difference. Look at the fine lines and wrinkles under the bags and how basically they almost have completely disappeared. All right, so the good news is we're gonna give you a good hard look at this. We're gonna really walk into how brilliant this technology is and how it works. And to do that, Miss Amy rejoins me after a long time away.
Hello.
Hi, darling, welcome back.
Thank you so much.
So, you know, I knew this product was here by looking up and just watching one of the time-lapse videos. I went, yes, Plexaderm is back in stock.
Is back in
to
stock.
The rescue.
To the rescue, and just in time. It's so good to see you, and it's exciting to be back with Plexaderm, a product that so many know and love from the dramatic before and after results, but we have new packaging, and what that means to you guys is a couple things. So, number one, the most important is the value. You're getting 50% more product with this presentation, and this configuration is only available at HSN, what we're gonna show you today. So it's super cool. And again, if you're new to Plexaderm, sit back and relax. We're gonna show you some really dramatic transformations, and it happens in 10 minutes.
That's great. You know, it's so funny because I call ourselves kind of the drive-through community and world now. When you're hungry, you wanna eat now. So you go through a drive-through to get instant results.
Yes.
This is the same things for lines and wrinkles and all the bags under our eyes and the puffiness. You get that drive-through result. We want it now. And it really works now.
I have never heard that with Plexaderm, and that is a perfect way to demonstrate what these results are, because it's instant gratification, right? So many times to get results like this, take a look at this. This is 10 minutes later. So often you have to get a product home and use as directed and comply and remember, and 4 to 6 weeks or 3 months later, maybe you'll see visible results. That is not the case with Plexaderm. You see results in just 10 minutes. So maybe for you, it's deep forehead lines, or it's under eye bags. Take a look what 7 minutes later did for this gentleman. Maybe for you it's crow's feet or lines around your mouth. Plexaderm is a serum. It's not a makeup. We're not covering anything up. It's a serum that absorbs quickly and invisibly into your skin. And this before and after right here demonstrates all of the areas where Plexaderm can go to work for you. Look at this. Is again not makeup. This is just on clean, dry skin. She applies the serum around her eyes, underneath her eyes, on her forehead, on her cheeks. Look at around her mouth and around her jawline. Again,
look at her marionette all the way down to her
lines, the nose to mouth lines. This is 10 minutes later. And that is the unbelievable beauty.
Yeah, this is probably one of my favorites. This is actually the original one that we had on.
This is the OG.
This is the OG, yeah.
Look at these under eye bags.
And think about most people, if you wake up in the morning or maybe you had too much sushi the night before, or whatever the reason might be, you slept funny on your face, you wake up in the morning in that before and you're like, ye gads, the wedding's in 5 hours, you know, or the family holiday picture's coming up, or I'm just waking up, I have to go to work, and you're like, I don't even know what I would do with that severe puffiness.
Yes, or you're hopping on that video chat and you're turning your camera off and not engaging with your team members because you're just not ready to face the day yet, which is problematic too, right? How many people opt out of social situations or turn their cameras off during those video chats because they wake up, like you gads, I think was your word you just used, but I like that word too.
We all have EGAD mornings, right?
Yes.
But again, you look in your whole medicine cabinet in that drawer full of lotions and potions, and you're like, there's nothing in there that's gonna get rid of those bags and all those wrinkles that fast. Well, now you've got the solution here. All right, let's talk about how to use it, because here's the scoop. A teeny little bit is all you need.
Yes, so when you get this home, and I love watching this video, clean, dry skin. What does that mean? No product on your face, no moisturizers, no oils. You're gonna get it out of the package. You're gonna notice if you've used Plexaderm before, you've got individual vials, assuring that you'll use less product, right? And you won't waste any. And also these tubes are resealable. Once you take the top off, you flip it over, and you can reseal it. Little bits go a long way. Because it's a serum, it dries quickly. It dries invisibly into your skin. No one will know that you have Plexaderm on. In fact, after a while, you'll forget you have it on, right? Because you're just gonna enjoy the results for many, many hours to come. So again, a little bit goes a long way. I know you guys are like me. You think more is more. You get this product home and you wanna use a lot of it because you're thinking, I want results like I saw in the before and afters. Here's the cool thing. You don't need to use a lot of product to get the dramatic results like we're seeing. A little bit goes a long way because serums are very concentrated. Serums know how to do their job in just small amounts, no matter how deep those lines are, no matter how heavy those under eye bags are. Any skin tone, any skin texture, any skin type can use Plexaderm. That is so important to mention.
Even let's say if oily skin, because you would think oily skin just wouldn't, it wouldn't be that effective.
As long as your skin is free of product and everything, again, cleaned off, dried off, ready for use, you put that on and it absorbs quickly right into your skin. That's why men and women love the product, because men don't want to have anything that's showing even more so than women, right? They're more sensitive. Maybe they're not even used to using that many products. Now, we ask you to keep your face still and wait 10 minutes. So that's why you see in our before and after pictures and our models in studio, when they apply, we ask them to keep their face still so that we can see the results. After that, you go about your day. You eat, you drink, you be merry, you enjoy your results. This is Dominica. We asked her just to apply Plexaderm to one part of her face, under her eye, and leave the other one untreated. Now, even without the before and after, with or without, we don't
even have to put the line up. You're like, okay, guys, you could probably skip the line, but I know we're gonna do it. Look at that. And you know, it's interesting. She's been here all day long, like for hours and hours and hours and hours.
She has.
And look at that different, like, just take a second. Take a step in your busy evening, 1 a.m. or wherever you are in the country, and look at that before and look at that after. And again, if you had that before every single day and within 10 minutes could have an after that's similar, wouldn't it be worth trying this tonight? And to me, it'd be invaluable, because when your eyes look like that, you look like, wait, you get the allergies going on? Or people say, are you tired, or are you grumpy? Or you just don't look youthful, you know, you just look older than you certainly feel on the inside, right? And so here's what I love, especially, I'm glad you're back at this time of year, and this is the reason why I am. Right now, we're at our longest testing window. Right now, you have until the end of January of next year to try this. So you can use it all up. It's 2 months supply. If you want to use it every single day, you can use it every single day for 2 months, okay? Maybe use it every other day. Maybe you've got an event coming up and you just want it for that special event and you're doubtful. I don't care. Use every last one of these except 3 of them, whatever. And at the end of January, if you're not thrilled with the results, you can send it back. The good news, Amy, about this versus other eye products or face products or creams or serums is it doesn't take 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2 years to see if it's gonna work. In 10 minutes, you're gonna know or not. You know what I mean? Just make sure to follow the instructions. That's all you have to do. And then hold your face still. That might, for me, be very hard to do for 10 minutes, but I can do it. And then see for yourself. And if you still aren't convinced, then you can send it back. But here's the problem, is getting your hands on it. It's been almost a full year since we've had this on the air. Literally, when I saw it tonight, I'm like, oh my gosh, finally. I couldn't remember the last time I saw you, or the last time I even presented this. So it can, at times, take us months and months and months. So what do you have coming up? We've got Thanksgiving, we've got holiday pictures. It might be Hanukkah, it might be the family picture, the annual one you do. It might be New Year's Eve. It might be that graduation coming up in January, February, March, June, whenever it is, this is your chance to get it. Do you have a wedding in the next couple of months? And you're the mother mother of the bride, or you're the grandma of the bride, or the groom, you know, or the aunt, and you know there's gonna be lots of photos taken. Imagine getting this, and within 10 minutes, all of a sudden, your entire appearance has changed for the good. Not changed your look, but just erased all those things that, you know, you're thinking, I'm not really kind of loving that. But now's the time to do it. Now, one other thing, Aim, I want to add is, guys, and this I'm thrilled about.
Yeah. Okay.
We have auto ship on this, you guys.
Yeah.
You can lock in tonight's price for as long as you stay in auto ship, which means instead of $90, which what it normally would be, you're at $69.95. And again, you can slow that down, you can speed it up. But let's say you get this, use it for 2 months, and you're like, oh shoot, I've got a wedding in June. If you're in auto ship, you don't have that moment where you go, oh no, I'm not gonna be able to get it, it's sold out. You can get auto ship tonight, and I would highly recommend that because I think it's addicting. Yes. Once you see it happen in 10 minutes, yeah, pretty much everybody switches using it to every day because you want to look like that every day.
I think so many people intend on using Plexaderm for special occasions and all the things you just mentioned, and then they see the ease of use. They see how nice it is and how nice it adds into their everyday routine, and they get addicted, like you said, to those results, and they want to use it all the time. Now, this before and after is like, stop everything right now. This perfectly demonstrates all of the areas where Plexaderm can go to work. And remember, this is not something you have to use every day for months and months and hope and wait. And will this work for me? This is 10 minutes later. Nose to mouth lines, her cheeks, her eyes, her 11 lines, her nose to mouth lines.
Look, just above her lips. Like, that's a tough one too, above your lips. Because you're like, I don't even know what the world I'm gonna do with that. Like, what are you gonna take care of? And here's something else interesting too, that Amy, I'm sure you talk to hundreds, if not thousands of people who say, I'm about to go see a doctor to have this and a syringe stuck into my face, you know? And I think a lot, that's it's crazy expensive, you know what I mean? Or maybe you're thinking about doing something really dramatic. What I would say is try this first. You know, if this does it for you and you use it every day, it's a whole lot less expensive than getting shots, or certainly less invasive than having surgery. Yes. And if it doesn't work, then go out and spend, you know, thousands of dollars having that other stuff done. But boy, I'll tell you what, I would much rather try this and see how long I can go with it before I'd have to go to something more dramatic.
I like where you're going with this, because this is a gift of comfort and joy, right?
Just like my sweater.
Just like your sweater, just like what Lacey just showed us, right? So comfort and joy in one package. I'm on board with that. And so, and again, here's the cool thing. You don't have to hope and wish and wait for results with Plexaderm. So often we need to comply and follow directions and remember to use something every single day so that we get those visible, noticeable results. The great thing with Plexaderm, if you're like me and you're super forgetful, you use it when you need it. You don't have to remember to do it in advance or do anything. When you wake up, if those under eye bags are there, if those crow's feet are there, if you have that last minute event or something that you're gonna be photographed for and you just wanna feel your personal best, you reach for your Plexaderm and it's already there.
Now, a lot of people, probably the number one asked question is, fine, 10 minutes later, I'm done. But now I want to put the rest of my makeup on, my eyes, you know, I want to do that. What happens? How do we do that? So
let's address that, because we're seeing models in our studio, and it's important to mention, because you're not covering anything up with Plexaderm, we're eliminating those signs of aging for several hours. You're going to use less product, right? Look at how beautiful Mary Kay is. She's in her 60s. She takes great care of her skin, but her issue of concern are around her eyes and her crow's feet. So that's where we've asked to put it with her. Dominica, we saw under eye bags. Now we're seeing crow's feet. She could put mineral makeup or non-oil based makeup with this and play with the product she already has at home, but you will find that you'll do your eyes and your lips and you'll do other things. You won't need as much product on your face because we are not covering anything up. We're eliminating those signs of aging.
That's great. I mean, really, can you imagine that? Again, especially if you're doing a lot of layers. You know, if you're putting on, okay, I got a primer, and then I'm putting on my foundation, then I'm putting my concealer on top of that under my eyes.
Right.
And then I'm putting powder to finish the whole thing off.
Yep.
Can you imagine eliminating doing all that because you just don't need it anymore.
I know, and so sometimes like for work, like what we do, we have a lot of product on our face, right? And we have to wear makeup and things like that. And then sometimes you just wanna be makeup optional. You want your skin to be free. And so you want, you know, maybe you just wanna wear your mascara and your lips and whatever. And so this is a great product for that too, when you just wanna clean up and look fresh and look younger and have that camera ready moment and use minimal product. It's almost like that, you know, no makeup look, right? You look like you're refreshed and good and covered up, but you're not.
Okay, so let me ask you this. What are some special occasions or stories you've heard where people have been like, oh my gosh, I can't, you know, it was so, my pictures turned out so good. What are some of those stories?
I mean, the cool thing about Plexaderm is that I keep hearing is that so many people opt out of things because of under eye bags, because I don't look so great, because I'm not feeling my personal best. So many people who don't like to use a lot of product and aren't makeup friendly just want to feel younger and better. And I always say the people that are not opting out of the photos and are not avoiding social events and are turning on their cameras when they're doing video chats and anything they need to do with work, just someone who's just opting back in. And especially this time of the year when we want to engage and we want to connect and we want to go to those parties and events and we want to, you know, be photographed. This is going to give you that edge. So many of the models we're seeing, again, different skin tones, textures, types, and different issues of concern. Plexaderm works so well and performs so well on expectations, and again, it happens in just less than 10 minutes. In that case, we saw 8 minutes. And so, again, clean, dry skin, small amounts, and this before and after is so stunning, and also, again, demonstrates perfectly how you can use it on your forehead.
It's like a younger twin. Doesn't she look like she has a younger twin?
Or her, like, yeah, it's her younger, yes, a younger twin, or, yes, or, you know, maybe it was her picture from 20 years ago. And
yeah, right.
She took a new picture and she's not, you know, not so happy about it. But these are the telltale signs of aging. We all have them, right? So nose to mouth lines, under eye bags, crow's feet. Look at how drastically improved in between her eyes are, those 11 lines that we all get over time. Around her mouth, really stunning, those fine lines, again, around her jawline, and it's small amounts. You're gonna get Plexaderm home, you're gonna get super excited. You're gonna say, I need to put the whole entire tube on right now, and you don't need to because it's a serum. It goes a long way. You just use tiny little amounts. And when you're gonna see what I'm squeezing out onto my hand, and it's from our new little vials, which are so great and easy to reseal too.
Fantastic.
Small amounts. That right there is what you would put under your eye. Once it's clean and dried off and no moisturizers, you know, just that fresh face, and then you're gonna put it on. It absorbs quickly and invisibly into the skin because it's a serum. And again, you can pat this on, you could rub it on. I always say you should see men apply this product because men are so rough-handed because they're not used to having to be delicate with like certain areas of their face. You know, I always say like, listen, you can rub it in or pat it and you really can't mess this product up.
Good.
It's user-friendly. Right. I always like to say everybody kind of applies it different. So once you get it on, you're gonna feel it. It dries pretty quickly. You're gonna notice that Plexaderm goes to work in 1 minute, 2 minute, 3 minute, 4 minutes. But don't take your selfies just yet. Don't, you know, let it set for 10 minutes. The reason I stress that and we tell our models to keep their face still for those 10 minutes is because we want this product to last several hours for you throughout the day or throughout your entire evening, what you're doing for your special event. So just, you know, give yourself that 10-minute mindful moment, check your phone messages, do something where your face is still, like our models are being very compliant right now as we're asking them to apply product and everything. And you can see, this is live in our studio. Under eye bags are such a huge issue. Again, so often they're hereditary and there's nothing you can do about it. Sometimes it's diet.
Allergic reaction, like if there's a lot of pollen.
Oh, yes.
And your eyes start to puff up.
Yes.
And you wake up in the morning, you're like, ye gads, I've got a job interview. You know, or you're like going to a really important meeting or you're meeting clients or, you know, you're just going to work.
Right.
And your eyes are all puffy and they got the big bags underneath. For me, it's always like sushi. Or maybe a little bit too much vino. It could be that as well.
But, or the combination of both.
Yes, it is. Or lack of sleep. Because I work all these crazy hours and sometimes I work crazy hours and if I'm not hydrated enough, I will wake up and I have these big puffy bags. And you do have a freak out moment because your eyes look a little bit smaller. You're like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna get, cucumbers, ice cubes? No, that stuff just doesn't really work very effectively. But imagine if you had this and it was right there on the ready. Here's the other thing I love about these little vials, guys. I don't even know what to hold, but I love it. It is a vial. So think about this. If you're gonna go away and you're gonna go to to a wedding weekend. Let's say you're part of the wedding party or whatever, right? You're going to a wedding weekend when you look your best, but with these little vials, you can pass them out to the other people. So if you've got a mother and an aunt and a grandma and you're all together, it's nice because it used to be just pumps. So you kind of have to, I wouldn't pass the pump around. Plus, again, once you start using the pump, it's getting some oxygen in it. With this, you're gonna get a fresh amount every time you open it up. So I love these new vials. Also for traveling, if you're going to a convention and you know you have to look your best, if you maybe, do you know anybody's a flight attendant? Oh, God bless them. With being up in the air and how dry it is and all the miles they fly, it just tears up your skin. So if you know anybody's a flight attendant, this would be really a fantastic Christmas gift. Like you wouldn't necessarily think about a Christmas gift with a product like this because it sounds like, oh, I'm just gonna buy it for myself. But honestly, I don't know anybody of a certain age who wouldn't love to try this.
And I love the regift thing, guys. I'm on board with that. Like, get it for yourself, but share it, you know? Because, you know, how neat is that? Like, put it in someone's stocking or something like, hey, this is my beauty secret. But this makes it so hygienic and shareable that where you can tear one off and say, hey, this is what I'm using, mom or sister, whoever. This is something that's working for me. These are the results that I'm seeing. You know, men in your life will steal this product. I get just as many inquiries about this product from men as I do women, like we're seeing in these before and afters, because it's a serum, it's easy to apply.
Indistinguishable.
I can't say that word, say it for me.
It is 1:21 in the morning.
It is that, and you can't see it, you don't know you have it on, and it's not a lot of product. Men will not put a lot of products on their face, right? So this is something they can do, tap, 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 wait 10 minutes, go about your day. They look younger, they look healthier. And
there's not a ton of answers for guys, too. Like women, we can kind of disguise a lot lot of this, you know, with tons and layers and layers of makeup, right? But with guys, they just don't have the options. And you know, now more than ever, guys are, you know, really getting into their own personal products, right? I mean, I know for my husband. And so I look at this, and again, this is one of my favorite, this is the GOAT. This is the greatest of all time. This is the original before and after. Look at how really dramatic the bags are under his eyes. I mean, that's a lot. He didn't even bother doing it on his forehead. It would be interesting to see if he had done more. No, seriously.
You're right. I don't know why we've never had him do it on his forehead because it's, you know, he has lines there too. But when you have three-dimensional under eye bags like that, like what is a guy like that gonna do? Those are hereditary, right? And so it's very hard to conceal that. And why do we get those under eye bags? You know, just like things herniate, like our tummies over time, you know, things kind of, that's what's happening under our eyes. You know, those fat pockets, you know, something tends to give. And so that's what's so cool about Plexaderm. Like you put this on, you wait 10 minutes, and it's like, it looks like it just deflated everything that's underneath.
It's amazing to me.
It's amazing, again, and you're not waiting for results. With so many products that we buy, we have to, again, comply and make sure we use it and use it at the same time every single day. And, you know, maybe we're gonna see visible results and we're forgetful.
Use it twice a day, good
Lord.
the
twice a day I'm out on, right? Because I'll never remember once a day, so like twice a day, like forget it. But yeah, so we are you called Plexaderm like the drive-through nation of drive-through beauty. Like we need this, we have this coming up, we're not feeling so great today, we want to feel our best, and that's what Plexaderm gives us, that little advantage where in 10 minutes we're seeing results as dramatic and drastic like we're seeing on these before and afters.
Okay, so set up Tammy. Who's Tammy?
Okay, so Tammy, I love, we have her coming up to kind of tell her story, and she's the perfect example of, I have this confidence, and I felt really good, and I kind of took an extra, you know, there's an extra pep in my step because, you know, she has deep forehead lines, and you'll see from her testimony how this made her feel, so let's take a listen.
Sure.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. That was me a couple of years ago when I first tried Plexaderm. So I have these forehead lines. They're really deep set. They're hereditary. I've had them for years. And a couple of years ago, I took the Plexaderm 10-minute challenge. Really, there are no other options. Plexaderm is the only thing that works. So after that video shoot, I was just walking home through Manhattan, smiling, thinking, wow, I look really cool. I look really young. And I think it just exuded this confidence. It was life-changing. It was the best decision I ever made.
And the only other thing that I've ever seen too, Aim, is would you do something drastic? I mean, can you get a smooth forehead? Yes, there are ways, and it's a big needle and it costs a lot of money and it hurts. You know, can you get, you know, less wrinkles here or less wrinkles here or, you know, the eye area? Yes, there's lots of ways you can get it, but it's very, very expensive. And also, you can go to the extreme where you say, well, you know, I'm gonna go under the knife. For a lot of us, we just don't wanna do that. We might not have the budget to do that because it costs thousands of dollars, whether you're getting, you know, shots or you're getting something else more drastic done, right?
Right.
And here's where I'm at. If you are thinking about even doing that, maybe you want to see what you'd look like if you had all that done, here's your test run. It's much less expensive. And even if you do some of the extreme stuff, that is permanent stuff. Have you ever said anybody had something done extreme and it didn't look good? You're like, ooh, girl, you went too far with that, or it looks too fake or whatever. For me, this is a great way to kind of step into that. And for most people, once they go here, here's why we're doing a 2-month supply and it's on auto ship. You kind of wake up the next day and go, I loved the results so much from yesterday when I used it. I'm gonna use it again today. Oh wait, and then the next day, because you do get this amazing results that, you know, again, you can't see it. It's not this white creamy stuff that kind of balls up and makes you crazy. We've seen products like that out there. The results are truly extraordinary on this product. And there's very few products out there. I'm sure you've never seen anything like this before. I've sold more beauty products in 2 different networks over 25, 26 years. And to this day, Plexaderm still amazes me. I'm still always in awe of the results that we show you. And I love that it's time lapse too, so you can literally see it in real time how effective it is. This one just blows me away too, between the guy and this one. I mean, look at the space on both sides of her nose. You can see basically gone, especially over the lip, and you're looking in the mirror and you're going, I don't even know what to do with that now. Oh my God, what's happening? Look at the after. Look at her forehead. Look at the 11 lines. Those are deep too.
Right, and again, I'm with you. I watch these before and afters. I've seen them for years and it still just delights me. And like we said, this is the gift of comfort and joy at the same time. It's something you could do that is super comfortable with your own 2 hands in the comfort and safety of your own home, deciding what effect you want. Do you want it all over your face like we saw with that last model? Then do that. Do you just want to kind of spot treat and do it just for your under eye bags that one morning or around your crow's feet before that picture? Or for you, is it really around your mouth where you want to concentrate on? Because these great tubes give you 50% more product, and because they are resealable, you can use it as sparingly or as generously as you want. So again, when you take it off, it's just like a little vial, and then when you're done to reseal it, because there's more product in there, you just stick the top back on, and now it's nice and resealed.
Brilliant.
Yes.
So, guys, this is totally different. When Amy was here, which was February of last year, you would get 2 pump bottles. And again, I'm not like, I know a ton of makeup artists. If you have anybody in your life who does makeup, who's a makeup artist for weddings, they need to have this in their kit.
Yes.
Because they'll get more return business. They'll have more people recommending them. Because you imagine going to a wedding, doing the mother of the bride and saying, hey, you know what, give me 10 minutes, let me do this first before we put on a light coating of makeup, right? And can you, I mean, I would recommend that makeup artist to everybody I knew.
Oh, and then they're all crying all day, so their eyes are puffy, so that by the time they get in your chair, they need to, like, what are they gonna do? Because your eyes are, you're puffy, you're crying, you're emotional, you haven't slept, you were at the, you know, rehearsal dinner the night before. So yes, that's like a perfect example.
It's a great idea.
Yes.
And now I want to show you right here. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 10. Do we have 2? Can you guys bring out 2 more sets of these? Because I think when you see this, you think, is that all I'm getting? And no, indeed. Can I get 30 out here? Because I think it's important visually to see how much of this you're getting. When we originally did the pumps, which we've done for years, and they've been customer picks and wildly successful, it was 2 pump bottles. And again, I wouldn't share that. That would not be something I'd pass around and say, hey, you use it too. But now this brand new design means vacations. If you're gonna go away for a vacation and you really wanna look your very best, maybe it's that cruise coming up, right? You're just gonna take 5 of these because it's 5 days on the vacation,
and
whatever
they're
it might
TSA
be.
approved. Look how tiny they are.
Because they're teeny, teeny, teeny. If you're gonna go to a wedding, to me, it's always the wedding pictures. You know, you're like, oh, we're going to a wedding. Take 5 of these with you, and guess what? You, aunties, you know, grandmas, your friends, whatever, you can give them all one, show them how to do it, and they can do it themselves. I just love this new configuration. The other cool thing thing about this configuration, it's 50% more than what we used to do in the 2 pump bottles.
Yep.
So you're getting a dramatically better value, plus it's way more convenient this way than it was with the original pump bottles that we sold. And we sold how many hundreds of thousands of pump bottles?
Countless, and those are great, but we're very interested in learning and listening and, you know, making an amazing product even more amazing, and that's what Plexaderm is, you know, so this is 50% more. No, you can't get this configuration of this 30 pack, which is
anywhere.
60 applications anywhere else but HSN, so there's so much good news here. And then again, if you're familiar with Plexaderm, you know the results, you know how it works, you know how great it is, but if you're new to this and maybe you saw it on social media, you saw it elsewhere, you thought, you know, what is this and how can I get this? It's such an exciting time, especially for the holidays. Get in those moments, get in those pictures.
Yeah. Jump in and look better than ever in your pictures. Like, you just be like, oh yeah, I look good. Okay, everybody's like, wow, what did you do? That's what people say. That's the shockers. People say, what did you do? You look so good.
Oh, yeah.
You're like, well, that's my little secret.
Just got back from
All right,
vacation,
so here's what's gonna
perhaps.
happen. Yeah, it's just really relaxing vacation. Got some sleep. All right, stay with me because actually Amy and I are gonna share even more. We're gonna show you more results, which are pretty amazing. And stay right there. If you can, use automated ordering on hsn.com. You jump to the front of the line, you get yours ordered before they sell out.
Who's actually waiting for Black Friday? Not me, because HSN's Black Friday Countdown event has you covered. It's a whole week loaded with the hottest gifts. Save up to 50% off our best beauty items, cozy PJs and slippers, jewelry, and more. Plus, the lowest prices of the season guaranteed from the brands you know and love. So don't miss Black Friday Countdown November 18th through the 24th.
Never run out of the things you love with AutoShip at HSN. Receive your favorite items with automatic deliveries and easily customize your shipping preferences. Plus, AutoShip locks in your order price while enrolled. It's the smartest way to get more of a good thing. Search AutoShip on hsn.com. We're making bigger even better with our supersize values, and they're available only at HSN. Supersize values are based on the price per ounce of the same item in a smaller size. However, they do not reflect a price at which HSN would sell the item. Have questions? Call us at 1-800-284-3900.
Well, hallelujah, you're in the right place tonight at the right time. Could be kind of late if you're on the East Coast, West Coast a little earlier. Amy's with me because we're talking about Plexaderm. Last time we had it on the air was back in February. It took why did it take forever?
It took forever because we were making something real cool here.
Yeah, really, because they really, you guys went back and said, we're gonna rethink this. And it's so smart how you've done it. 50% more product than ever before. You're getting 30 of these vials, so it's basically 60 applications. So we're giving you a 2-month supply tonight, and that's 100% exclusive to you here at HSN. Can you find Plexaderm? Heck yes, you can. It's all over social media because of these crazy results you just saw, right? Like, everybody's like, oh my gosh, that's amazing how it works. No one has a 30 pack. And again, I've got almost 30 out here, but you will get a whole nother set. So it's 2 months supply. Now, this is crucial. Once you start using this, you won't want to go back. Like, you'll love the results so much that you'll be like, I want that every day. So we have auto ship. Now here's what happens. You can get auto ship and it's every 60 days. So let's say you don't use it all up. You can slow auto ship down. You can change the shipping times, which is wonderful. So if you only want it every 120 days, you can actually alter that. The challenge is grabbing it on auto ship. And the only reason I'd recommend it is we haven't had this on for almost a year. So there's thousands of people who have over the last 9 months or so have been saying, where's Plexaderm? I've got to get more, because once you start using it, the results are so good, right? So with auto ship, you never have that problem because it'll just keep coming to you. And if you do want to slow it down, absolutely. I had a product, it's actually tweaked that I had 2 hours ago, right? And it was coming too often. I wasn't using it enough. And it was a really big supply I was getting. So I went online and just changed the shipping. It comes now every 120 days versus every 60 days.
Yes.
So understand AutoShip's wonderful. And the cool thing about AutoShip, Amy, as you know, you get tonight's price for as long as you stay in it. I've got an item that's on AutoShip, the tweaked item that's on AutoShip. They don't even offer we don't offer the configuration I have online ever again. We have not offered it in 2 years, and I still get the same configuration.
See,
at the same price. At the same price.
Okay, that is so key, especially for a product like this, because you'll get this and you'll think, oh, there's 60 applications here, right? We're saying 50% more product. It's so good. I'm gonna probably use it 10 times a month. This is gonna last me for 6 months. I think that's right math. I'm not sure. But you're gonna get it home, like you said, and you're gonna get excited, and you're gonna see your results, and you're gonna say, well, maybe I'll use it more than once or twice a week. Maybe I'll be using it 3 or 4 times a week. And then all of a sudden you wanna go and get more. And having that benefit of AutoShip and having it at this great price, then you can get the results like we're seeing right here. Plexaderm works all over your face, so you can spot treat and just use it around your eyes or just around your mouth or just on your forehead, or you can apply it all over the face like we're seeing with our before and afters here. These results are temporary.
Amazing.
And that's the benefit, because it's instant gratification. In just 10 minutes that you're gonna see results like this. So you can wear it for work every day. You can wear it at night if you'd like, for those special events, that date, that social engagement, that party. Again, it's a serum, so it's user-friendly. It absorbs quickly and invisibly into the skin. No one will know you have Plexaderm on. After you let it set for 10 minutes, then you just enjoy your day of wearing it. You won't remember you have it on. You eat, drink, be merry, do whatever. But the key is when you get it home, it's small amounts, right? So clean and dry skin, which just means clean and dry and full, free of any product, any moisturizers, any oils.
So cleanse your face in the morning.
Cleanse your face.
Dry it all off.
Or before you go to that event at night, before you do anything, make sure your skin is nice and cleaned off. Then start with small amounts. Put this under your eye. You can rub it in. You can pat it in. You really can't mess this up, right? So I wanna say it's user-friendly. It absorbs quickly and invisibly into the skin, and you'll feel it start to dry there. Then you'll notice results in just 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 4 minutes. But I want you to wait the full 10 minutes before you go about your day, because that's how Plexaderm can really have longevity. We want these results to last for you all day or all evening, however you choose to use it. Domenica's in our studio right now. Her results are wonderful. We asked her to put Plexaderm under one eye and not under the other, and you can see it has gone to work and how good it looks. Again, this is not makeup. We're not covering anything up. We're applying it to those problem areas. We're letting it set for 10 minutes, and that's the kinds of results that we're seeing with Plexaderm.
And again, it could be that maybe you say, well, I'm pretty happy with my skin, but you've got that job interview coming up. And you saw those earlier before and afters, the 2 gals in a row. The afters look like the picture was taken 10, 15, 20 years ago. I mean, it literally does. It looks like, wow, that's just an old picture of her. And then you see that before, and you're thinking, yeah, that's got to be a picture she took 15 years ago. No, that's 10 minutes. The difference between today and 10 minutes later, you're getting all with this product. This is one of my favorites, because he really does have some serious bags, under his eye. That's a tough situation right there.
A tough situation. Those are 3-dimensional under eye bags. And, again, we always say, like, what could have he done before to really get rid of that? And so many people would ask him, are you tired? Are you sad? How are you feeling today? How are you doing? No one's gonna ask him that once he uses Plexaderm and gets results like this. And I love mentioning the fact and showing these before and afters of men. Men love Plexaderm just as much as the ladies, because it's a serum, it's easy to apply, it's no muss, no fuss. And look at how, if he's going out on a date, look at how nice and young and fresh and healthy and great he looks right there.
Totally. And like, guys, really look at it. Not only the bags, but look at all the very fine lines and then the deeper wrinkles, like really deep wrinkles. And look how they basically have just disappeared. And that is going to last you a good long time during the day, right?
Yes. And yes. And again, once you let it set for 10 minutes, you go about your day and just enjoy your results all day, all night, however you choose to use Plexaderm. You were asking me about good stories before, and that's another thing. When people are going back out into the workforce, they're interviewing for jobs. Maybe they haven't interviewed in a long time. Maybe they've been a stay-at-home parent and now they're working again and they're competing for those jobs with people that are a lot younger. This is another reason that Plexaderm performs on expectations. You know, you go out there and you think, you know, I feel really good on the inside and I want my outside to match that.
Right.
I want to exude that confidence and that great energy, and that's what Plexaderm has done for so many.
Well, and I love the one video we had earlier, because she said, I feel so much more confident.
Yes.
And you do. And it's funny because a lot of people buy this for the first time because you have something coming up. It's a wedding, it's a trip, you know, you're gonna have photos, it's Thanksgiving, it's all the pictures we take at Christmas time or Hanukkah or whatever. So a ton of people try this for the first time because they're always thinking, oh, I really want to look my best for my daughter's or my granddaughter's wedding. Because, you know, there's so many pictures and you have a beautiful dress on and you just want to have the whole thing happening. So people use it for that. But here's what happens. They start into it ahead of time and then you really do get hooked on it. You're like I could see why you would. The only other way to get results similar to this would be either something very, very drastic, or you're spending a ton of money on something that's still temporary, which is really funny. If someone's coming after you and you decided you're gonna use the needles in your forehead to get rid of the wrinkles, that's still temporary. You gotta think about it. Those are gonna come back. So if you're like, the only thing that's gonna be permanent is if you do something really, really drastic, right? This is that same temporary thing, but it happens a whole lot quicker, and also you control it, and you don't have to be worried, and you're not spending thousands of dollars every couple of months because you've decided to use some syringes in your face, okay? So for me, that's huge, because maybe you say, hey, you know what? I loved your one analogy. It's like, maybe it's time for you to get back out dating. And it has been years since you've been on a date and you're nervous, and maybe you're trying online dating and you're like, oh my gosh, I really want to look my very best. And you just want to feel confident when you meet that new person.
Yes.
Boom, you're going to use this.
This is like having a filter in real life. So, right? So
Like
everybody has
Photoshopped.
photos that maybe don't look exactly like they look right now. Or,
That's right.
you know, we always put these photos out there. Well, no matter where we are, we're all guilty. We all do it. Like, we put our personal best that maybe is a little filtered, a little auto lighting, this and that. This is giving you a filter in real life. When you put on Plexaderm and you're just feeling refreshed, you're looking younger, you're looking healthier, because your under eye bags are diminished for the day or for the night or for the party or for however you want to use Plexaderm. Forehead lines, nose to mouth lines, 11 lines between your brows, crow's feet, under eye bags, around her cheeks, around her lips, around her mouth, and her jawline. Wherever you want to do. If you want to use Plexaderm sparingly to spot treat it, just a subtle little treatment, you can do that. Or maybe you want to do what this model has done. We have applied it all over her face. If you haven't seen this before and after yet, take a look. This perfectly demonstrates what Plexaderm can do for you. Again, forehead lines, 11 lines. The nose to mouth lines in this particular case are the most stunning.
Also, from her mouth down to her chin, or down to her jaw. Look at how deep those lines are.
Yes.
Like, I'm always in awe of this. I swear, these are the most impressive before and afters I ever get to see on the air.
And it's not waiting for results. You don't have to take this out of the package and say, oh, okay, I've got a couple of months. I'm gonna see if this works. I'm gonna see if I like it. You know, 10 minutes later, you're gonna see it.
And I think what's interesting is a lot of products that are out there, again, you're using it, you know, every day, twice a day, and the changes are so subtle, you don't really notice a difference. Like, you don't think, I don't know, unless you took a picture of your before, and then 6 months later, you used a product and saw your after, usually it's so subtle. And quite frankly, what have you ever used just in a cream or a serum that works like that? Like, seriously, think of all the stuff you have in that drawer that you spent a fortune on. And while it might look pretty good, it's not that dramatic.
You know, I call that the product graveyard. We all have that, right? It's where all the products
the dusty,
go to die.
sad jars.
Oh my gosh, because of what we just said. We get something home, we're super excited about it, and then we're not excited about it because we forgot to apply it, and then you had to apply it a second time, and you didn't even do it the first time.
Right.
And then we're not seeing the results, it didn't deliver on expectations, and then we're gonna put it away, and what a waste of money. The cool thing about Plexaderm, it will be out and front and center on your tabletop, on that counter, because it's there when you need it. You don't have to wait and hope and think, and when do I have to use this? It's 10 minutes before you want those results.
Right, right.
It's instant gratification. And again, there's so many areas around the face that you can use Plexaderm, like we're seeing in these before and afters. You know, again, use a little bit, a little goes a long way. It's a serum. And again, it's not makeup. We're not covering anything up. It's a serum. And that is what it's doing. It's eliminating the appearance of those lines and under eye bags for the day or for the night or for your vent, however you choose to.
That is amazing. Look at just around her whole mouth area, because I think that's a real area we all struggle with. Just that whole mouth area is so smooth. Her eyes, I mean, I love it because Plexaderm doesn't mess around. You guys really, you know, it's not like we're seeing 20-year-olds and going, of course, their skin looks great, right? Like, oh, you know. I mean, you really do extreme cases here.
Yes, because I always say, like, give us your worst case scenario. I've heard people say, oh, my under eye bags, they're too, you know, distinct, through 2-3-dimensional, you know, and it's not gonna work for me. Oh, my forehead lines are too deep, they're crevices, it's not gonna work. We love to show those cases, right? Because that's how you can really see how it will deliver on expectations. Even if your issues of concern are more subtle, like, hey, sometimes I have these lines, sometimes I have these bags, sometimes because of being a flight attendant, like you said, or travel, or maybe you're a new mom, or maybe you take care of kids, or whatever your situation is, just use it when you need it. And a little bit goes a long way. And it's, you know, again, you can spot treat. You can just put it on for that day where you're not feeling your personal best. And it's really cool, the transformations. Again, like, it's not only on the outside, it's also on the inside. It gives you that little boost of confidence. And maybe you don't like to put a lot of product on your face. You know, maybe you don't have a ton of makeup at home that you know, always use every day. And sometimes you just want to just look refreshed. You just want to have less product and less muss, less fuss. Again, that's why men love Plexaderm 2, because it's so easy to apply. You wait 10 minutes, and these are the results that we're seeing.
Well, and typically for guys too, they haven't used skincare products all their lives. You know what I mean? So theirs usually more extreme, and they don't know what to do. You know what I mean? So if you've got a guy, maybe he's going back out in the dating world, or maybe he's just got really, really bad bags under his eyes, and maybe you know it bugs him. Like, guys don't really verbalize that a lot, but you probably know it bugs them because they look at it and they complain every now and then about it. Just hand it to them and say, hey, just give this a try. It's super, super easy. I love it's convenient. I really love the new packaging. To me, this is huge. Now, just to give you kind of a reference point, back in February, the last time we saw Miss Amy, it was 2 pump bottles, okay? And what they did is they decided to go back and they're gonna redo it, and now you're getting 50% more than what we originally had launched and have had on the air for years. So 50% more product, and instead of 2 pump bottles, it's now in these really, really convenient individual little vials. So for me, this is traveling. Like, you're going away on a cruise and you want to look really good because you're on a cruise and you're very excited. You got all the cute little new outfits you bought from HSN. You take 5 of these, it's a 5-day cruise. You're actually covered for 10 days, really, when you think about it, because it's 2 applications per vial, and you're getting 30 total. So we're considering this a 2-month supply. Once again, because it's taken us so long to get it back on, I would 300% go for auto ship, even if you've never tried it before, because you get this really unique opportunity, because the price is going to end soon. Either it sells out or we get to Sunday. Oh no, I don't know. Yeah, the price, sorry, this isn't a weekly deal drop. It's our Black Friday deal. But again, those are going to end. Either they sell out or we get to the end of the Black Friday deal and the price is going to jump back up. In that case, it's going to be $90. And guess what? Auto ship will go away. So if you want auto ship, even if you're brand new to us, you can control it. You can slow it down, you can speed it up, you can cancel it. But the problem is you always want to get auto ship when we offer it, because you can't jump back into auto ship once we get rid of the auto ship portion of it. And you'll spend more money.
Yes, and we like value.
Oh,
we like value, we like results, we like security of knowing, and again, the gift of comfort and joy that is Plexaderm. And again, I love that you said about the new vials being portable. We are traveling, it's the holiday season. Even if you're going just for the day or staying in someone's guest room or a hotel, you don't want to be leaving your products behind and saying, oh my gosh, there goes all my Plexaderm because it was all in one big jar or one big bottle.
Great point.
You just take what you need, and the others are safely tucked away at home for when you return.
Awesome.
Domenica's live in our studio right now. We asked her to apply Plexaderm under one eye and leave the other eye untreated. You can see how Plexaderm performs. Again, a little bit goes a long way. It's not makeup. We're not covering anything up. All you're seeing is her skin right now. And you apply a little bit onto clean and dried off skin. And the other eye, you can see, we should have her just apply Plexaderm to that eye.
I know.
We can have a nice full.
Yeah, I know. We got 10 minutes to go. But I also want you to notice the crow's feet. If you look at the without and look at the corner of her eye and the crow's feet's right there, and then look at the with, you can see how they've just like basically disappeared.
Oh yeah, the crow's feet.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's.
And here's something else too. I do believe you can watch us and be like, no. It can't be that good, because it really is. It's hard to believe, right? I'm with you, right? It's the greatest time to try it. You have until the end of January to send it back. You're gonna know in 10 minutes. That's kind of the cool thing too. You can send it back right away. You know, after you try it out for 10 minutes, if you don't love it, you can still send it back. But what I love is you get to try it out for several months. And if you still don't love it at the end of January, you can send it back. I call it our best test window to try products here at HSN that you don't believe are gonna work, or you just can't believe it's that good. Like, I get it. If I was at home watching these time lapse, I'd be like, there's no way. They gotta be messing around with that after, because they are extraordinarily dramatic. I get it. But now's the time to try it. And again, why right at this moment? Number one, I have them. They're finally back in stock. And number two, it's 50% more. And again, I gotta reiterate that auto ship. With auto ship, we can't raise the price on you. And you can cancel it, you can slow it down, you can speed it up, you can handle auto ship, you can custom make it to your needs, but you wanna get auto ship when we give you the chance at it, because you're locking in tonight's price. When it comes back, it's gonna be $90. It's not gonna be $69 and some change. It's because we have a special deal. I was thrilled to even see it on auto ship, because a lot of you ran out you got it in February. We know you're out of it, and it's not even been available here at HSN for months and months and months.
Yeah, that's what makes it even more exciting. The new packaging, the fact that this configuration is exclusive to HSN. You're not gonna find this anywhere else. The 50% more product, and again, just in time for the holidays, just in time for travel, the new vials that are resealable. So again, if you're just using small amounts, you can put that top back on and save that product, and even if you're traveling, it'll stay nice and secure. Maybe you'll use it all over your face, like you're seeing in that model. Maybe you're a guy who's like, hey, I'm just gonna use a little dab under each eye. I'm gonna save this product. It's gonna last me months and months. Hey, that's awesome. But you'll see, again, just 7 minutes later, these are the results that we're seeing with Plexaderm. He looks healthier, he looks younger, he looks fresher. No one's gonna ask him today, hey bud, you feeling okay? Are you tired?
Are you tired?
Are you worn out? You doing all right? No one's gonna ask him that. He just looks like the best version of himself. And we keep showing Richie too, because those under eye bags, you know, they're three-dimensional. It's very hard to cover anything like that up with makeup. And what we're seeing with Richie, so many people who are watching at home, you're seeing yourself, or you're seeing someone you know who has those bags. This is a product that performs and delivers on expectations, and we can see that in just 8 minutes. These are the results.
But it's not even just the bags, guys. Look at the really, really fine little lines he has on top of the bags. So he's got a couple things going here, and look how in the after.
Oh yeah, like the crisscross.
You see the crisscross lines underneath at the very bottom of the bags?
Oh, I definitely have those too.
That's a lot going on, right? Yes. And just look at that after. And here's the thing, you know, you could be at home, and it's kind of late on the East Coast, I know, and you're like, oh, it's late night TV, should I? Yes, absolutely give it a try. Again, because we make it so easy. Send it back, we're gonna refund your money. And it doesn't take you 3 weeks or 90 days or 3 years to see something work. You will know instantly, within literally 8 to 10 minutes, you're gonna know if it's gonna work for you. I think you're gonna be amazed. I think you'll look in the mirror and go, I really can't believe it. You walk out to your husband or wife and go, look, can you believe this? They'll be like, what did you do in the bathroom this morning? You look great, right? But I think it's a great opportunity, and it's that photo time. You guys couldn't have timed it better to be on the air with us.
You know,
finally it's back.
And that's the cool part, like how many people I know, I keep saying this, opt out of that photo. They're not feeling good. They don't want to be photographed. They're wearing their sunglasses all day, right?
Yes.
You're gonna wear you can't wear your sunglasses the entire day into the night, right? And they're hiding behind that. Their eyes are puffy. They're not feeling great. They say, everybody get together. I'll hold the camera. I'll hold the phone. Right. You guys get over there. I'm gonna take the picture.